All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Yes, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. We are live. If you can see us and if you can hear us, go ahead and show us some love and let us know where you're chiming in from. Let me turn my phone down just to make sure that you guys don't have the feedback going on. I can see us. Oh, I can see y'all hopping on. Hey, y'all, I see y'all. I
Welcome,
love it.
welcome.
Don't y'all just love LinkedIn? I swear. Hey, y'all. Welcome,
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 welcome.
welcome. I just see y'all just popping right on in. Welcome to the live stream. Y'all, this is gonna be good. I know we haven't been, let's live in a few weeks, but guys, if you're tuning in, drop a comment. Say hey, say how y'all doing or something. Cause I see a whole bunch of y'all on here. This is nice. Welcome, y'all. Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome, welcome. See, y'all be showing up and showing up to our stuff. I just love it. Y'all don't understand how great that is for the algorithm. But anyway, anyway, y'all, welcome to the live stream. As I stated before, Gerald, share a little bit about our mission and what we're trying to accomplish today. Because of course, every time we have live streams and things of that nature, we have to do this because we have new followers every single day. So, Gerald, just share a little bit what we're trying to accomplish on these lives tonight.
absolutely. Great Tuesday to everyone. Hope all is well. Welcome to this evening's live stream with myself. I'm actually the
Hello.
founder of the Rise of the 1%. Hello, hello. And alongside me, of course, is Chief Operating Officer of the Rise of the 1%, Charliette Cummins. And once again, welcome to you all. And so, yes, pretty much for you all that don't know, we actually run a organization called the Rise of the 1%. We've been around about 7.5 years now, and we focus mainly in on assisting Black entrepreneurs, primarily with growing and scaling their businesses and rising into that top 1%. So, we work with a lot of coaches and consultants and course creators, even service providers. Typically, that may be in that range of revenue of around about $2,000 to $10,000 a month and want to scale up to 20K, 50K plus a month. We've helped some of our clients do it in under 60 days, and we do it without them having to spend money on paid advertising. And so, pretty much on this live stream this evening, we wanted to get into talking about the lead generation ecosystem. The lead generation ecosystem. And this evening, I
Yep.
want to focus specifically on the platform of LinkedIn. The platform of LinkedIn. Here's the thing though, when it comes to lead generation in terms of LinkedIn, is some other elements and channels that can be added on as well to beef up lead generation and client acquisition. So I know it's a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners out there that do leverage LinkedIn to grow their business. But when it comes to LinkedIn specifically, that's all they're utilizing. They don't know it's other channels that you can link and integrate with LinkedIn to even beef up the amount of appointments you get into your calendar, to even the amount of clients that you're onboarding for your business throughout each month. And so that's what we're going to have a discussion on this evening. And if you are hopping on, feel free to let us know in the comments who you are as well, where you're chiming in from. And we're going to definitely get into this discussion.
Y'all better drop your comment. It's gonna be
Absolutely. We
good,
always like
y'all.
to know who's on. We always like to know who's on a live stream. So yeah, you can drop in the comments who you are, where you chiming in from. If you even want to drop below as well what type of business you have, feel free to
Right.
do that as well. Feel free
Right.
to do that as well. And if you know any other entrepreneurs or business owners that may benefit from this discussion, feel free to share this around as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely. But sometimes you have that one person that been asking about certain things. You be like, I don't know what you're talking about, but But a lot of times you can share the information with them and they can get the answer. So yeah, I do agree with that. Definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, really, what I would say in terms of what we can start this discussion from is I really want to share this evening what's primarily been working in our business as of right now, because we are actually having appointments booked every single day into our calendar with the lead generation ecosystem, specifically focusing on the social media platform of LinkedIn. But like I said, some other channels that's being leveraged and integrated with LinkedIn to make it work. And also, it's the same type of system we're actually installing into our clients' businesses. So I want to actually share with you all some things in regards to that. And so the first thing I want to start off with is the basics. The first thing you have to have intact is you have to have your LinkedIn profile optimized for lead generation and client acquisition. So, Charliette, what we can do is we can start off with having the discussion about the proper way to actually, first of all, even have your LinkedIn profile set up and be optimized
Oh yeah.
for lead gen and client acquisition.
Oh yeah. Y'all, I see y'all on here, and y'all see me looking down because I'm looking at my phone too as well. But I see y'all on here, so
Yeah.
I know that this is got to be a hot topic that everybody wants to know a little bit about. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. We got some clients that are crushing it. And I'm telling you guys, they're listening to the strategies and stuff that we're showing them and we're telling them when it comes to LinkedIn. Guys, LinkedIn is a powerful platform. You got to think about it like this. For your business, if you're a business owner, right? Or you're a coach or consultant or anything of that nature, just think about it. When people are doing searches online for you or your business name or what have you, guess what pops up first? A lot of times it's LinkedIn. LinkedIn. You don't believe me? Do it. Do it. Do it. Search for it and see because it's a SEO rich platform with all of the
Mhm.
text and the stuff and the data and things of that nature within LinkedIn. That's what makes it so unique versus like your Instagram and your Facebook and your other platforms. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. Having this platform, I mean having not the platform, but having your page set up the proper way is significant. Very, very key, guys. Because it a lot of times it can deter people away from you, or it can start to bring people to you, if that makes sense. Depending on how you have your platform set up and your profile set up. So guys, you don't need to have a blank no photo. You don't need that. You need a
Right.
photo up there. And of course, you need to make sure that you have, your banner up there too as well, and also all the type of information that you would think that somebody is searching for in your profile.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
that's the part that people miss the most. Don't think about it as just, oh, it's all about me. It's me, and it's me. I am so great. No, negative, wrong. You want to talk about the people that you're helping, the people that you're serving, and the results that you're getting. Period. Point blank.
Right.
Yeah, you don't need to be oh, I did this and I did that. That's great. Don't get me wrong. That's great. But you also want to talk about who you helping and how you serving them. Period. I'm just
Yep.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
So I will also chime in. So first off, I go back to speaking on what Charliette was talking about in terms of the profile picture. Yes, you want to have a high quality, captivating profile picture of yourself. It can be casual, or if your industry is very, very professional in a sense where you feel you need to be dressed up, dress up,
Yeah.
whichever suits the people that you serve. And another thing in terms of background cover photo, what we found to work best right now on LinkedIn, typically what we do is we just use the city or even the country in some cases
Right.
of where our clients are actually located. We typically just get a picture of like maybe the skyline of the city or their country, and we'll put that on the background cover photo. So when people actually land on a LinkedIn profile, it doesn't seem like you are coming off so salesy when they read your background cover photo. Because at times, I know with certain people background cover photos, it'll pretty much have on there maybe a picture of yourself, maybe your logo of your company, and maybe some type of statement of who you serve and how you serve them. And we've used that on LinkedIn in the past. We've just found out that the connect rates and even reply rates in terms of messages when it comes to the DMs are a lot higher when that background cover photo is just a regular background cover photo. It's not coming off so salesy. So that's what I would say there. And then, like Charliette was saying, in terms of right up under your profile picture, it should have as well like your actual position and the company that you pretty much run, right? Your position within the company that you run. And then, like Charlotte was saying too, in terms of your LinkedIn profile being SEO rich, pretty much you can have hashtags as well at the top of your LinkedIn profile, right up under your position in your company, certain hashtags that you feel that your ideal clients potentially may be searching for on LinkedIn. Potentially pull up your profile as they're doing searches. We've had many people find us on LinkedIn through those searches. So that's very
Yep.
key. That's very key. And another thing as well is having a company page is very
Mm.
important and linking it with your personal profile. I know so many business owners that don't even have a company page on LinkedIn. So setting up the company page, making sure it's linked to your LinkedIn personal page. If you did go to some type of college or institution, it's good to have that as well at the top of the profile. And then pretty much after that, it's great to have that featured session. You want to talk a little bit about that, Charlie, at the featured session?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, guys, at the top of your LinkedIn profile, you'll have the features section, right? You can showcase all different things in the feature section. It can be anything from a blog that you have. It can also be posts that you've done, even pictures and stuff that you've taken at events and things of that nature, or even like testimonials or whatever you choose to have. But it gives them. You got to think when a person is coming to your LinkedIn profile, you're giving them the impression of you, if that makes sense. Because it's you got to think that people on social media truly don't know you, they don't know your character, and they don't know really who you are, to be honest. But when they see this type of stuff on your profile, is for example things in your feature section, or that you're actually active on a profile, and this other thing we didn't even talk about as yet. We're gonna get into that about actually being on the platform and being active and having that running. How do you say it? Like the running posts on your LinkedIn page, it'll show where you post, when you post it, and things of that nature too. So when people hop on your page, they know like, okay, this person is active on this platform. So if I do need to reach out to this person for something, or if I got an interest in this person's product, then I know if I reach out to them on LinkedIn and they'll respond. That's another thing. So keep in mind that it's like a story that people are learning about you. So keep that in mind when it comes to your LinkedIn profile. It's a very it's key. Like I said, like Gerald mentioned before, it's key because several different things. You have the SEO component. You also have the feature section. You have all these different things, all these different components and things of that nature where people will be like, okay, they can actually form an actual idea like, okay, I can see what type of person this person is. And also, guys, too, as well, if you're part of organizations, let's say if you are military, I had to tell one of our clients this. If you're military, put that on your profile because a lot of times if you are military and other military people are looking for businesses to do business with, then a lot of times they'll pick you up specifically because you're military. If you're in a sorority, if you're in a fraternity, things of that nature, things that that you're a part of, even organizations such as nonprofits and things of that nature, things that you're a part of. Make sure you share that with your on your LinkedIn profile too as well. That way people can know like the type of person you are and the character that you have. So I just want you to keep that in mind too as well.
Right, right, right. Yep. A lot of that will go down in the experience section, and
Mm-hmm.
then also, of course, different organizations and stuff. Absolutely. And another thing too, like Charliette was talking about earlier, about a lot of people and business owners' LinkedIn profile just being centered all around them. I see this all the time in the About Me section of a lot of people with LinkedIn. Like their LinkedIn About Me section is really all about them, and it's talking about
Right.
all their accolades and awards and accomplishments and things of that nature. That's not really the route you want to go. You really want to treat your About Me section like a sales letter. And also, you want to treat it like it's sales copy on what we would call like an opt in page. Like it's the
Right.
top of a funnel. So, yeah, you could give some brief information on your organization. Really, though, you want to speak a lot more to the pains, problems, frustrations, and desired outcomes of your ideal clients and give some solutions. You don't have to give all the solutions, but some solutions to some of those problems. And what you want to do is at the end say, hey, if you want assistance with solving these type of problems yourself, then you could go over and you could book a call. You can have a link for them to go book a call. Or if you want to send them over to some type of training or some type of masterclass you had or you got going on, or you want them to go over and check out an ebook, right? That's what you really want to do, have some type of call to action in that About Me session as well. That's how you actually can generate leads and get clients as well. We actually had a client recently. Her
Mm-hmm.
testimonial is actually on our LinkedIn pages. Her name is Nicole, and we actually be bringing her on here soon as well to actually have a discussion with her. She actually just closed a $3,995 coaching deal for her multifamily real estate coaching business. Literally just by someone she connected with on LinkedIn going down through her About Me section. And her About Me section was structured just like I just shared here on this live because we helped her with it,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
And literally, they read through her About Me section. And after they read it, they actually opted in to her funnel because she had that as the call to action, the CTA at the end of her About Me session. And we actually helped her with putting her funnel together as well. They opted in. They ended up watching a video that she had in her funnel. They ended up booking a call, hopping on a call, and they actually ended up becoming a client. And this was recently. Just by her About Me session being structured properly and her having some type of CTA as well in there to be able to actually generate a lead and get a paying client. So I definitely wanted to speak on that.
That's actually a good point that you mentioned, especially when it comes to like the CTAs. That's key too as well. So what he's saying is that for those of you guys don't know what a CTA is a call to action. So in her call to action, she was asking them if they would like to, if they wanted to learn more about multifamily real estate. This is the link that you would go to,
Right,
where the link was actually a funnel. Actually, it was her actual funnel.
right,
So when they went to the funnel, they viewed her video or whatnot. And it's several different ways that you can do this too as well. I've seen people to do this like from taking a person like the video featured at the top and then doing it like, oh, you can DM me for more information. But in her particular case, she used it for a funnel. So within that funnel, when she did the call to action on her page, what they did was they watched the video. They got value of the type of program that she had to offer. and then she had the option to book a call too as well. So that is a another key component too as well that we can discuss too as well about um I know a lot of entrepreneurs, some entrepreneurs are actually afraid of that method. Booking calls. Gerald, I know you talk to entrepreneurs like every day. Share a little bit about that, the power of actually doing things on a call versus trying to get a person to either do business with you like right away through other channels and things of that nature. But share a little bit about like the power of actually doing like a call, or sometimes it's two calls and sometimes it's three depending on what type of business you have. Share a little bit
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much, I tell you this: the larger the size of the deal, and what I mean by that is, like, the higher your price point is for your offer, product or
Yeah.
service, the more time you have to spend with someone to really
Right.
build up that rapport, that relationship, that know, like, and trust factor. So that's what I would say there. I mean, if you attempt just to go directly for a sale for a premium price or a high ticket product or service, you're not really going to generate a lot of business that way unless you, like, are a huge, well-known authority influencer
Right. In the space.
within a specific space. Yeah. So really, my answer to that question would be, yeah, the more your product or service is in terms of price point, the more time you have to spend with someone. And typically, the best way to spend time with someone in 2024 will be over a Zoom call.
Right.
Right? We'll be over a Zoom call, whether that's discovery in terms of doing a 15-minute call to even doing a full-fledged strategy session or sales call or consultation, which typically could be around 30 to 45 minutes. Or like Charliette said, even doing a follow-up, same thing. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I hope y'all caught that. Trying to tell
Absolutely.
y'all, this stuff
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
I
And
tell
if y'all getting something out of this, drop some comments in the chat. Let us know you all getting something out of this. You can drop some ones for 1%. If you're a person that's really getting something out of this, you're looking to rise into that top 1%, or you're already in the 1%, drop some comments in the chat. Also, you all can let us know who you are, where you're chiming in from. And also, if you're getting something out of this, you're learning something, make sure you hit that like or love button as well. And feel free to share this around with anyone else you feel could benefit. Yeah.
Most definitely. Because I see a lot of y'all on.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
some of y'all might be driving or things like that, but I see a bunch of y'all on. So I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
y'all getting some value from it. I know that for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Buddy.
Yeah. Absolutely. So the next thing I'll talk about in terms of profile would be experiences. So you
Mm.
definitely want to have your experience section filled out as well. It could be companies you've had in the past or you worked with in the past, or like Charliette was saying as well, in terms of if you was in the military or something like that. Like, you want to definitely have that in the experience session. And also as well, having your different skills as well. That helps.
Yep.
Highlighting those different skills as well. And also, if you have testimonies and case studies, you can put them in the experience section as well. Or if you want to put them in a feature session, you can. You also can put them in the experience section as well. So that's what I would say there. And then just basically getting endorsed for certain skill sets you have, to even as you help clients get results in whatever your space may be, having them write you recommendations up on your LinkedIn profile as well. All that helps.
Yep.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, guys, the repetition helps too. Keep in mind it's an SEO rich, rich page.
Yeah.
So the repetition, if you're doing several different things and within several different experiences that you have, that's great.
Yep.
That's great.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to highlight projects and stuff that you've done in the past. And a lot of times, people, especially newer business owners, they tend to get discouraged, like, oh gosh, I've never done this before. I've never worked with this type of client. Guys, it really doesn't matter. As long as you're the person that can help that person, that's all they care about.
Right.
And when you have all of that stuff in your profile, that that says amazing things about you and the type of work that you do and the type of projects you've worked on in the past too as well. You got to think about that too, because sometimes it's kind of related in a sense with certain different situations. You have to understand that it is great to have all of that information in your profile, because your profile again, like, is telling a story about you and a lot of what your character says too as well. So when you have all of those skills and stuff running through there, and it's several different ways to do that too as well, to be able to link your specific skill to each experience. So
Mm-hmm.
that way it's replicating. If you have different experiences, but you're using like similar skills, it's going to be in there like 4 or 5 times, which is
Yep.
again, like we mentioned, remember SEO, it helps. I'm trying to
Right.
tell you guys, it really, really helps, especially if they're looking for something very specific. We actually had another client that had a call book from doing that too as well, from having that profile set up in that structured in that specific way to have people to, if they're looking for something, they looking for help with something, then a lot of times you'll pop up, because she was like, how did they find me? Like we told her, that's SEO. Somebody was searching for a solution, they found it. Now,
Yep.
guys, keep in mind too as well, you got to be active on these platforms too. Now,
Yep.
believe it or not, especially when it comes with LinkedIn, that actually makes a difference. I don't know if you guys know that. Because a lot of times it ranks with the ones that are most active and the most changes in the profile for whatever reason. This is the way it works.
Yep.
So a lot of times when you're more active, a lot of times you'll be shown to more people for various different things. Like this, for example, like doing this, and I know that a lot of people are like, oh, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do what you guys are doing. But it actually helps with the algorithm. That's why we do it too. And we're actually
Right.
going to probably be doing this a little bit more too with you guys, because it does help with the algorithm. And like I say, like Gerald mentioned before on the top of the live stream, this can be shared. Other people can get value and stuff from it too as well. So it actually helps when it comes to the algorithm, these type of videos. So
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, guys, you have to be active on the platform, and when it comes to like being active, it doesn't necessarily mean like constantly posting. That's what a lot of people get confused. And you don't have to constantly post, not on LinkedIn. It's different from like from Facebook. You can, a couple of times a week is more than enough. And don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Gerald posted a photo with him at an event. A photo was just talking about how he had a good time.
Yeah.
That's I mean, it's just you don't have to overthink it. I have somebody on my other on my main LinkedIn page that always, he's excited, he's a new dad, so he talks about his baby all the time, which I love it. I mean, LinkedIn is kind of changing, so you can post those type of things on that platform too as well. So you don't have to overcomplicate things either.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be posting. Yeah, but like Charliette say, you don't have to
Right.
be like posting all day and all that type of stuff. Not on LinkedIn, uh, but yeah, you do want to be posting. Like you want to inspire, you want to educate, you want to show some lifestyle from time to time. Like Charliette was saying, the guy with his, uh, a child, to engage in content, to make sure you post the testimonial results, case studies from clients. Those are things you really want to post. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Okay. So what we could do now, Charliette, we could go into talking a little bit more about this ecosystem. Okay. So we talked about pretty much the power of LinkedIn. We talked about how your profile should be structured, optimized for lead gen, client acquisition. We talked about as well types of things you all could be posting. You want to be consistent and persistent with that as well. And now we're going to talk about outreach. Outreach. Yeah. Outreach. The thing that not a
Make people
vast majority,
cringe.
yeah, a vast majority, not a thing that a vast majority of entrepreneurs and business owners do, because A vast majority of entrepreneurs and business owners just want to sit back and wait on word of mouth and referrals and, want to do a little posting here and there and potentially get some inbound lead flow and just wait on people just to reach out to them, right? Now, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with word of mouth referrals. You're getting word of mouth referrals, that's great. That must mean you're doing a great job. That must mean you're getting great
Right.
results for your clients and you're solving problems. That's excellent. You always want word of mouth referrals. If you also are getting inbound lead flow from posting on social media here and there, meaning people just reaching out to you, that's excellent, right? But for most people, that's not a consistent and predictable way to grow a business. Okay, that's really not a consistent and predictable way to grow a business. So one of the ways to do that without having to spend money on paid advertising is outreach. Outreach, having an outbound system. So here's the thing here when it comes to this lead generation ecosystem. So we use the premium version of LinkedIn. Many of our clients use it as well. We use a tool called Sales Navigator. It allows us pretty much to search up our prospects to even our clients' prospects in terms of ideal clients based off of specific keywords that may go through their LinkedIn profile. It as well could be based off of how you connected with people on LinkedIn, whether it's first degree connections, meaning you're directly connected with them, or mutual connections through second, third degree, etc. You can search them up based off industry. You can search them up based off of education in terms of like educational institutions and things of that nature. You can search them up based off geographic location. You can search them up based off their title if they own a business. What is their title within the business, right? Years of experience in terms of the business, in terms of how long they've been in business. You can also search them up by company size in terms of employees size, and even LinkedIn groups and communities as well. And it's a lot of other features as well to Sales Navigator, but those are some of them. And also, you can search them up based off of pretty much how active people are on a LinkedIn profile. Look like Charliette had froze and fell off, so she should hop back on in a second. So you actually can search them up as well based off of how active they are on the LinkedIn platform. All right, you could create this list. Now, with creating this list, what you can do is you can craft messaging that can actually go out to the people on this list. And you don't want to craft spammy or salesy messaging. You want to craft conversational messaging. Okay? To connect with people, build some rapport, build some relationships. If a point in the conversation comes where you can identify some challenges that you potentially can help them with, then of course, you can take it from online to offline to booking a call. But that's what you'll want to do. Now, with the list, you can manually outreach to these people. All right, you can do that. I did that for years. Manually connected with people and outreach, because of course you need to send a connection request first. Once the connection request is accepted, you can manually send a message out to them. That's one thing you can do. Right? Now, another way you can do this as well if you want to save some time is ways that you can automate parts of the process. And that's what we help a lot of our clients do that want to free up some of their time. So how we go about doing that is we have a software we use where pretty much we're able to take the Sales Navigator searches and we're able to load them up into the software, and we're able to automate a connection request off of a LinkedIn profile. And pretty much as connection requests are accepted, we're able to have it set up where automated connection messages go out. And of course, as people respond to those automated messages, a human has to take over, go in, interact with the person, build rapport, see if it's a way to help. If so, book them into what we call a 15-minute discovery call, right? Just to build a little bit more rapport and see if this person will be a fit to even potentially work with the business owner. And then Being they're typically set into what we call a second call, which would be a strategy session or a consultation or a sales call. And on that call, just diving deeper into thoroughly understanding the potential client and how the business owner, of course, can help them. And then also as well, putting together a custom tailored strategy on how they can help them if they can. And typically on that call as well, being they can help them, that's where the offer's made, and that's where that potential client is converted over to a paying client. Right? Now, what I will say, what a lot of people don't realize with this particular process is what is really needed between that discovery call and that second call as well to be able to increase the likelihood of a conversion on that second call is having what we call a pre-selling mechanism, which can be your website, it can be a video sales letter or a case study video, something that can warm them up and have them pre-sold on the offer prior to getting onto the strategy session or the sales call or the consultation. That helps with increasing the likelihood of conversion, being that the business owner actually can help that person. Right? So that's part of how that works when it comes to automating some things. And even with the system as well, if prospects typically don't respond to the connection message, they could get follow-ups for about 4 or 5 days in their LinkedIn inbox to attempt to get them to respond. Now, here's where more of the ecosystem comes that a lot of people do not have set up when it comes to leveraging LinkedIn to book appointments and get clients. They don't have what we call a CRM that they can link to the LinkedIn, right? They don't have a CRM that can do that. And if you don't know what CRM is, that's a customer relationship management system. So we have this set up for our business and for many of our clients' businesses, where pretty much everyone that's being connected to on LinkedIn, them being pulled into the CRM in terms of information that they have already given LinkedIn. Right? And typically that will consist of email and phone number in there as well on side of their profile. So when we say ecosystem, what happens is, let's say a person is not responding to the messages on LinkedIn. Well, now if you have this CRM linked to LinkedIn, you can put them into automated email campaigns. You can put them into automated SMS campaigns to attempt to get them to respond on other channels, not just LinkedIn. Build some relationships through email and text and potentially book some calls to get some clients through there. Or as well, these people as well, if they seem like hot prospects, you could pick up the phone and call them and book them into calls. Right? And if it's a good fit, send them into that strategy session or that sales call or consultation and get in clients. That's what you could do. And if you don't want to have to do that yourself, then you can either get what we call an appointment setter or SDR to help you out with that. Because appointment setter, SDR, they can actually help you in managing your conversations in your inbox on LinkedIn. They can help manage the email and text campaigns. And they also will make dials for you outside of this in the CRM. You can do that. Right? Or I'll share this with you all. If you just need help with all of this in terms of what I'm sharing, like setting some type of system like this up for your own business, where it comes to LinkedIn, it comes to the CRM system as well that I just talked about, and you need a team to actually help you with booking those calls consistently into your calendar, completely done for you, then as well, you can look at potentially scheduling a call with us. We may potentially can help you with that, because that's what we're helping a lot of our clients with right now. So if you're looking to take lead generation off of your plate this year in 2024 with a system similar to what I just shared, You don't want to have to worry about managing that particular system. Just worry about actually doing the actual calls. That's it. And those that you can help onboarding as clients and servicing them in terms of fulfillment with your product or service, and focus on more high-level areas of your business, then there's the link right there. You can actually schedule a custom tailored strategy call with myself. It's at www.theriseofthe1%.com/strategy call. www.theriseofthe1%.com/strategy call. You can book a call there, and what we'll do in terms of the call, we'll hop on and we'll dive a little bit more into the specifics of, your business, what you got going on, what you're looking to accomplish. And then, of course, if it's a way that we potentially can help you in terms of removing lead gen off of your plate totally this year in 2024 and helping you get more clients and really grow your revenue and be profitable and rise into that top 1% this year, then from there, I put a custom tailored strategy together for you to show you exactly how that will look. And then, we'll take it from there. So that's pretty much what we wanted to share in terms of the lead generation ecosystem with you all this evening. If you all have any questions, by the way, feel free to drop them in the comment section. Feel free to share any of your biggest takeaways this evening in the comment section as well. And also, if you got something out of this, make sure you hit that love button.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Show us some love, too.
Feel free to share this around with anyone else you feel could benefit. We also release these live streams as podcasts. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you got something out of this, hit like as well on the video, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel because we also drop this on YouTube as well. So, do we have any questions?
We answer our questions now. Now I'm somebody, even if you like asking like later on, we ask it. We answer our questions. I had a Wi-Fi issue, but I'm back. Technology just got to pivot. That is what it is. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop the questions in the chat.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, because I still see a bunch of y'all on. I see y'all on here. I still can see y'all on here. So I know y'all must be getting some value. I see y'all hanging on. That's good stuff. I'm just curious to know how many of you guys, what I do want to know is if you guys, what are you guys doing currently? Because I know a lot of times that's what we ask. We ask you, like, what are you doing currently? What are you guys doing? Are you doing prospecting? Or are you running ads? Or like Gerald mentioned, are you just waiting on referrals? Or do you do another method? I'm curious to know what method you guys use to grow your businesses at this time. Those who are business owners and coaches and consultants, of course. Yeah, I'm just curious to know.
Absolutely. Yep.
So Dion says, how soon can I get Dion?
How soon can I get it done for your system? Yeah. ASAP. Get it done for your system ASAP.
Bro, we get you tomorrow. Bro, we get you tomorrow. Great
Absolutely.
question. Great question.
Absolutely. Yep.
And guys, also another thing that we learned, we'll talk about this in other lives too as well as we progress. But a lot of times, oftentimes we think that we can do like all of this stuff by ourselves, and it's not possible. I mean, let's be real. It's really impossible. If you really want to like grow and really have the freedom like you want, you can't do all this by yourself. I'm just saying.
No, you gotta have a team.
Right.
You gotta have a team.
Right. I just want to stress that.
that's one of the things, even within the African American community, I would say in terms of entrepreneurship, it's a lot of solopreneurs,
I agree.
right? We got to get more in that mode. You all want to get to those bigger levels. You got to learn how to structure and build a team around what you're doing.
Right.
And another thing, too, you have to keep in mind you want to get to a place in your business where you actually can function and operate as an actual CEO of your company.
Yes.
And you can't really do that if you're doing 10 and 15 and 20 different things in your business every single day. So you got
Yeah, that's
to
not impossible. That's
really
impossible.
learn how to eliminate and delegate. That's what you really have to do. And I'm gonna tell you this, I actually spoke on a panel at Georgia State University last year. That's actually one of the colleges I went to and I graduated from. And that was one of the questions I got on the panel was if I had to change anything or do anything over, I wouldn't even say change because everything is lessons and experiences to me. I would say, they say though, if I was to do it over again in terms of starting off as an entrepreneur, what would be one of the things that I would have done differently? And I always told them I would have hired a whole lot faster. That's what I would have did. Because when we
Right.
first started the Rise of the 1%, I was doing some of everything. Like literally, I was prospecting, I was doing discovery calls, strategy sessions, closing deals, onboarding clients. I was doing client success, client fulfillment, customer support, right?
Right.
Operations, marketing, right? Like literally everything for a while. Now I can see in the beginning stages, yeah, you definitely got to bite the bullet in the beginning stages. But over time, though, it's a time where you got to start to eliminate and delegate if you really want to go to those bigger levels.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Certain parts of your business that you may not be the strongest in, that you can get that assistance and that help with. Give other people opportunities too to grow with you.
Right. And to learn. And like you say,
Mm-hmm.
to grow with you, to be honest.
Yeah.
Trust you'll be surprised. You're thinking like, oh, this person can't do that. Oh, this person can't. I can't trust somebody to do. Not all the time. That's
Yeah.
not easy. It's not easy. It's like with anything else. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Finding that right fit is not. It's not easy. But it's people who can do those things. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that they're going to be doing everything because a lot of stuff you do have to have the oversight because it is your company. True enough.
Right. Right.
But it's so like Gerald say, a lot of times things you can delegate to as well.
Right.
Just to keep that in mind. That's when
So,
you really start to get the freedom and stuff like that. And not only that, you're when you do that, you're giving somebody else the opportunity too, giving them room to shine. Work potentially that person can become a mentor, and then they can start mentoring others and things of that nature in this in their particular position and showing other people how to do things too as well. So that's you got to keep that in mind too.
yep.
Yeah.
Rise to leadership positions. Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any more
Yep.
questions, folks? Any more questions? I see y'all, y'all is still on here. I see y'all still on here. I see y'all must be getting some value from this conversation. But yeah, we're gonna be back to talk about that too as well. We're gonna be back to talk about various different things. Because we like to have these conversations to have like an open dialect when it comes to these things. Because a lot of times, some of these things, a lot of these gurus and stuff online, they'll be talking about. They'll
Yeah.
be talking about these things. They'll be talking about the power of LinkedIn. Not a lot of people is actually talking about prospecting. Yeah, that truly is a
Nope.
thing. And just think about it this way too as well. If those who are thinking that it's sleazy or what have you, multi-million dollar companies have prospecting teams.
multi-billion-dollar too.
Yeah, $1 billion too. That part. They actually have teams of people to do prospecting alone. Some of them have it split to where it's outbound and inbound, and we can talk about that on another live. The
Yeah,
differences
you can look
between the
at
two.
you can look at companies like Salesforce, HubSpot. They all have outbound sales teams and inbound. They have both, and they're multi-billion-dollar
Coca-Cola.
companies.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah,
So why wouldn't you kind of got to think like, dang, why wouldn't I be doing those things? These companies are making like millions and billions of dollars.
yeah,
So if you're trying to grow a company, even if you're at the beginning stages, why would you not do this? You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, just putting that out there.
yeah.
All right,
Gotcha.
ladies and gentlemen, if we don't have any more questions, guys, we're gonna be back. We'll be back next week with another juicy topic and sharing some things. But yeah, I thank you guys for hopping on tonight. Feel free to reach out to us if y'all have any questions. And also, guys, make sure, like Gerald mentioned before and earlier on this live stream, to share, like, and love this live stream because it helps out with the algorithm. We done told y'all. Even for those who are going to be watching it on YouTube, same, same. Show us some love over there too as well. Well, you more than welcome. See, that's what I'm talking about. That. See, that's what I'm talking about, Jonathan. See, you all right with me. You're more than welcome. He said, thank you both for the knowledge and share.
No problem.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got
No
more.
problem.
We got more to come. We got a lot more to come because, guys, as we're learning, as we growing, as we getting a lot of these different unique strategies down, we're going to be sharing them with y'all too. So just want to let y'all know that. Well, guys, thanks so much for hopping on. Gerald, thanks so much for sharing us this good knowledge that you got because I know you got way more than me. I be learning from you. And guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks
No
so much for
problem.
tuning in. And we will see y'all guys on the next live or the next
Absolutely.
podcast release. We'll see you guys later.
Yep.